So I just recently started watching Code Geass, and while I was watching it, I wondered to myself, is Code Geass a good anime for starters? What's up guys, it's Midnight, and today's video I'm going to be talking about if Code Geass is a good anime for starters. But before we get into the video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you guys watch until the end. So I just started watching Code Geass about a week ago, and when I started watching this anime, I heard a lot about this show, and I heard a lot about how Lelouch is a good character and how this show is really good and has a really good ending. So when I started it, I had high expectations and I thought the show was going to start out with a punch, but unfortunately it really didn't. I've watched many animes, but I wouldn't consider myself the biggest anime fan because I have still yet to watch some of the biggest animes, for example like Bleach. So keep that in mind as I talk about Code Geass. So as I was watching Code Geass, one question just kept coming back to my mind, and it was, is Code Geass a starter anime? And long story short, the answer is no. I don't believe that Code Geass is a starter anime. But don't get me wrong, Code Geass is an amazing show. As you get more onto the show, it starts getting better. But I feel like the first 10 episodes of Code Geass were just straight boring. It wasn't really that good. So a new incoming anime fan would not really enjoy Code Geass because it doesn't really grasp you as it should, like other animes would do, like for example Demon Slayer or even Promised Neverland. So I'm gonna give my best guess of what I believe that Code Geass is about. But keep in mind, as I said in the beginning, I've only watched about 15 episodes or so this is just going to be my best interpretation of what I believe that the story of Code Geass is about. Code Geass follows the story of two countries that are currently at war, Britannia and Japan. Britannia has overtaken the mainland of Japan, and the Japanese are trying to fight back to get their country back with the help of Lelouch, the main character of the show. What makes Lelouch so interesting is that he's not Japanese, or is he a normal kid. Lelouch has this special power named Geass, which helps him control people's minds and makes them do whatever he tells them to do. So Lelouch is seeking revenge on Britannia because he's trying to figure out how his mother died, because his mother died in a mysterious way. So he wants to seek revenge on Britannia and help Japan get their country back. After watching about 15 episodes or so, I could tell that Code Geass does have an amazing story, but in my opinion, I feel like the build-up is just way too slow. I can see during the later episodes, like episode 15, 16, it is getting better, and the story is getting more interesting and it's grasping my attention, but in the beginning, the process was just way too slow that I don't think a beginner can handle that. There's so many other shows, in my opinion, that I feel like beginner anime watchers should watch instead of Code Geass. For example, like Jujutsu Kaisen, you got Promised Neverland, you even got Death Note. I feel like those shows do way better at grasping a viewer's attention during the first couple episodes to really make them lock in and make them want to watch the show and continue watching forward. Code Geass is good. I could tell it's going to get better. It might be a great anime, but right now, as I'm currently standing, I don't believe that Code Geass stands up to the likes of Promised Neverland, Jujutsu Kaisen, or Demon Slayer. One thing that really threw me off with this show, and I know it's a main thing in this show, is the politics. I know it's very important in the show, and it's like one of the main issues that's going on in the show, the politics between Britannia and Japan, but I could not find it interesting at all. I found it really slow, really boring. I didn't enjoy the characters in the Britannian side that much. So far, I'm not enjoying them at all. I find their characters not interesting, and overall, I'm just not liking the politics. Like, don't get me wrong, I think politics in anime can be done really well. For example, like Attack on Titan. I think Attack on Titan handled their politics and their civil issue really good, that it really makes the viewer interesting. It makes them want to watch. Unlike Code Geass, I feel like it's more like, say I'm turn on the news right now and I'm watching the election. That's what I really felt like the Code Geass thing was, like watching two countries go at war, and I don't know, it just really didn't grasp my attention. Hopefully in the future of the show it does get better, but currently I was not liking it. And the last and final issue that I have with Code Geass currently is I feel like they're not doing that good of a job connecting episodes together. Like, for example, I would watch an episode, it would end off in a cliffhanger, and it's like that next episode they just don't address the cliffhanger at all. So that just really threw me off because it felt like the whole cliffhanger and that whole entire episode was just pointless. So hopefully in the future they do address these cliffhangers and it does get better with connecting episodes. But right now, I don't feel like they're doing that good of a job connecting the episodes together. Overall, Code Geass is a good anime, and I do hope that it gets better and my issues that I did address do get resolved, but I would not recommend it to new gen anime watchers because they would just not enjoy the story and they would have a hard time grasping onto the Code Geass story and following along all the way through. But if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know down in the comment section down below what animes do you think are starter animes. But other than that, it's been Midnight and I'm out. Peace out.